Will everyone prepare for the US dollar to go down even more? Yes, the Federal Reserve is meeting right now at their cushy resort in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. What are they talking about? Of course, they're talking about interest rates. They're talking about inflation. They're talking about the economy. They're talking about Bidenomics. They're talking about the election. So you are about to see some major shifts and some major verbiage come out of the Federal Reserve over the next few weeks at their big September meeting. We're likely to see interest rates being slashed. We already saw mortgage interest rates dropping to their lowest level in years, which is actually pretty stunning. But we are going to see the American interest rates declining and being slashed in the next couple of weeks. But I think it's important to note what's going on here. This is a rock and a hard place for the Federal Reserve that massively screwed up a number of years ago, keeping interest rates artificially low and getting us in this situation where we are now. It was all funny money. This is what happens when you print trillions of dollars and try to flood the economy with trillions of dollars, right? People were flush with all kinds of money, massive amounts of savings due to stimulus checks. It was all fake money. The United States government, $35 trillion in debt. So it was all going to come home to roost at some point, and that's what we're seeing in terms of higher inflation. And American credit card debt is at an all-time high, and prices across the board are up over 20%. Everything from gas, food, groceries, etc. So now, what's going to happen to the US dollar's buying power in the next couple of months? Well, guess what? You're seeing a massive move now to gold and precious metals and into real estate. Why is that happening? Why are people suddenly moving towards tangible assets again? Well, because the US dollar is becoming intangible and it's becoming less attractive. You're seeing, of course, massive amounts of ditching of the US dollar in favor of tangible assets or currencies that are backed by gold, or at least a portion of their currency backed by gold, like the BRICS currencies. So, what's being discussed right now? You're likely to hear from the Fed, if you get any dispatches out of Jackson Hole, Wyoming at their meeting right now, it's that they're going to talk about how we are not in a recession. They want to double down and say we are not in a recession. So you're going to hear some of that language coming this week. They certainly don't want to spook people ahead of, certainly for Kamala Harris. They want to make sure that that Democrats are going to go out and vote for Kamala Harris. So they're not going to tell you we're in a recession. You won't hear those words. And by the way, the Biden administration revised what it means to be in a recession. They even changed the Wikipedia page. You can't even go to the Wikipedia page and actually fix it and look at it. It's locked now. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's the power of the deep state in the United States, changing the definition of what it means to have a recession. I just love that. Ask any American, are we in a recession right now? You're going to get the correct answer on that. And economists historically knew how to measure a recession, and we are in it right now, folks. The question is, are we in a depression? That's the real question. So you're going to hear recession talk. They're going to tell us we're not in one, okay? They're also going to hear about, yes, reaffirming their position on interest rates and cutting interest rates heading into the fall as they try to keep and battle this inflationary period right now. They're going to say that inflation is cooling. Cooling compared to what? Cooling compared to where it was up and higher last year or in the same quarter last year? Great. But we're still high. That means prices across the board are still up 20%. So they're going to tell you what you're feeling is not correct. They're going to tell you that how your family is operating right now, you're just imagining it. That's literally what we're hearing out of the White House, by the way. We've heard that from White House spokespersons over the past week or so, that no, it's your feeling is wrong, okay? You're lying to yourself. Your prices aren't actually up. You're lying to yourself. I mean, it's hilarious, the mind games that they're trying to play right now. Just going to the freaking grocery store, it's unbelievable how much prices are up. Natalie and I went the other day to just went to our local Kroger, got like 3 bags of groceries. 3, like our own bags, they don't even sell bags anymore, like $300. It was ridiculous. Now, granted, she did buy a gift card for our pet sitter, which was like a $50 gift card because our dog did he ran out of the house. Anyway, long story short, caused her some heartache. So she wanted to give her like a gift card to say thank you and sorry. Okay, then $250 for groceries, right? But still absurd. I mean, absolutely absurd. And the past few years, it's massively increased. So they're going to tell you that what you're feeling and seeing is not true. So that's what we'll see from the Fed. And as it relates to the U.S. dollar, the U.S. dollar dominance continues to decline. the US dollar being used as the reserve currency of the world continues to decline. So we'll see more of that.